The situation involving Raila Odinga, President William RUTO, and the political dynamics surrounding the coalition agreements in Kenya has become increasingly complex. There has been speculation that Raila feels sidelined after President RUTO made several key appointments, particularly from the Mount Kenya region, which many believe were not in line with the MOU or agreements made with Raila's camp. This has raised questions about whether Raila has been played by RUTO, especially as these appointments seem to disregard the power-sharing arrangement that was part of their prior understanding. According to George Diano, he said that reports reaching the Star says that Raila Odinga's side and pushed RUTO too hard, demanding more than he had ceded. They kept reminding him that they had saved his government from the Gensil uproar and helped him sideline Rigathi Gachagua, which in all honesty they hadn't. The report stated that the ODM side warded the Interior Ministry, the Deputy Governor of the CBK, and a half of the PS positions. Noticing that he was being cornered by Agwambo, William RUTO reverted to his default settings. He waited for the moment Raila was away in West Africa and rushed to Ichawari to have a handshake and sign an MOU with Uhuru. The new changes in the executive caught the ODM battalion by surprise, as some were already preparing for a homecoming to celebrate the appointments. It's also said that the abduction of Kizza Besigye in Kenyan soil has really affected Raila's AUC bid so bad, and RUTO knows something that Raila don't know regarding his candidacy. So this is what George T. Diano says. So let us have this. He has said that Letu Jicho 2. Raila's recent actions suggest a shift in his stance. As you mentioned, news reports indicate that Raila is beginning to distance himself from RUTO's camp. There are also signs that he may reconsider his support for the government, especially given the perceived marginalization of his political base and broken promises. However, whether this will lead to direct action, such as instructing his allies in a cabinet to resign, remains to be seen. Historically, political figures like those in Raila's camp often face difficult decisions when it comes to resignations, and they would need to balance personal loyalty with the broader political picture. Moreover, whether appointment CSS and other officials would actually step down, even if directed by Raila, is another question. Some might choose to stay in government, either due to personal ambition or because they believe their positions have broader interest. At this juncture, Raila's next steps will be closely watched. He could, number one, publicly withdraw support. Raila may announce that he is no longer backing RUTO, thereby signaling a shift in his political alignment. This could trigger a reconfiguration of the political landscape. Number two, call for the resignation of his appointed officials. He might instruct those in RUTO's government who hold their positions to him to step down, though this could be met with the resistance depending on the individual's loyalty and ambitions. Number three, strategize for the future. Raila may use this situation as a stepping stone to regroup and chart a new course, possibly positioning himself as a formidable opposition leader once again. Number four and the last, negotiations with RUTO. There may also be behind the scenes discussions, as both leaders might seek to appoint a full brown followed if they can come to a new understanding and compromise. As George T. Diano's post on X suggests, the political drama is for is far from over. The next few weeks will likely reveal how these internal political tensions between RAILA and RUTO plays out. This is Stephen, GC News.